We're going to switch over to our other guests, and another thing that really I love is education. And we're talking about lifelong learning. And I've seen it, and I see every so often I see a little bit of it, but you don't really advertise a whole lot. So I don't,
No.
So we're got you on the show today.
Yes, and we're so happy to be here to talk about UCALL, also known as Union College Academy for Lifelong Learning.
Right.
It's a program of Union College that provides learning and enrichment opportunities for adults who like to stay intellectually and socially active.
It's so important.
It's so important. It's so important. We work so hard at keeping our bodies healthy, but it's equally as important to keep our minds
keep the brain going.
Active and healthy. Yes. So we're now in our 36th year.
Wonderful.
And we're very excited about our upcoming fall program.
Yeah, I know.
Our courses are offered for 5 weeks, each fall, winter, and spring terms. And throughout the year, we offer pop-up lectures and social activities.
I noticed that. You sent me the list, and when I looked at it, I thought, oh, these are great, and it's only 1 month that you do that. And then I saw all these other ones, and you got me curious.
We operate throughout the year. So like I said, we have other pop-up lectures throughout the year, social activities, and we also offer trips that are very popular.
So how do people know about this? Because, like I said, I mean, even myself, who's been in academia, and I'm always interested in what's going on at night classes and things, I wasn't really on top of this. And so how do they find out?
Visit the Union College website, and just type in UCALL, and it'll bring you right to our website.
Because I had trouble finding it.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm just saying, I did. Yeah. But maybe no one else did, but I did. But anyway, and then this lists all the classes that you're doing. Right?
It'll list all our programs, courses, special events, and trips.
Good. I'm going to have to check that out.
What's important to note, though, is that we're a member-developed program. So
you pay so much
as an annual membership to support the program. But our programs are developed for our members, by our members, who serve on committees. They're volunteers.
Okay, so let's introduce who you brought with you.
Yeah. Bonnie McCullough is chair of our steering committee.
Okay. And what do you do, Bonnie?
Well, the steering committee kind of oversees and advises the other committees, as well as our executive director, and that's Val. And it's such a joy to be a part of UCALL, and the committee members work so very hard, and it's an enriching experience all in itself. The curriculum committee is comprised of very ambitious individuals who develop the curriculum, and each subject that we have in each term has 5 weeks. So you really get a good taste of that subject over 5 weeks. And then we also have a special events committee, that's Peggy, and they develop our, what you would say, a lot of out of the classroom experiences, and she'll talk a little bit more about that. But I will say that for anyone who is looking for a beautiful experience, coming to UCALL classes, being with other people who are like-minded, who want to keep learning throughout their lives.
And that energy just gets shared.
Yes, it does. I mean, that's why they call it lifelong learning. We're never too old to learn new things, and it's very stimulating. I think for all of us. The curriculum committee does do a lot of work to develop all the classes, and that would be Mike Davi in front of me here. He's a member of the curriculum committee, and he can talk more about our fall program.
Okay, so we go to special events or curriculum?
Curriculum.
Yeah.
Curriculum
Okay,
next.
good. Okay, good.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Letting
Okay,
us,
Michael.
inspire you a little bit, hopefully, and your audience.
Yes.
Hopefully, thank you for allowing us to reach your audience. We're pretty diverse in the courses that we offer. Things from history to current headlines, music to movies, science, religion, literature, theater trips. I mean, it's a broad
So you do
spectrum.
theater trip. We were just talking about theater.
Peg will talk more about that because that's part of
Yeah.
our special events. But we really are fortunate to have such a wonderful resource like Union College right here in the city. And with access to what I think are really world-class faculty members who work with us and teach a lot of these courses that we offer. In particular, Val already...
When you say teach, that kind of,
probably a bad choice.
Well, I only say that because it you know, is there going to be a test, you know, that kind of thing.
No test.
But you are enriching.
That's right.
You are enriching people with ideas.
People take these classes for
Yeah.
information, to get inspired,
Exactly,
to learn.
they're inspiring.
And it's kind of open forum. Our faculty are generally very...
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's kind
No,
of
that's
like, you know,
okay.
the idea that you want people to feel as though you're not going to get a test afterwards.
No tests. It's fully interactive too, and
Yeah.
you get to not only listen to a talk, but then ask questions right on the spot.
Right,
and get
yeah.
answers and get some
So
leads
there's
on...
an interchange. There's an interchange.
Exactly, and get some leads on new things you may want to research on your own.
And so the topics, which I found interesting, is that suppose I say, I'd like to know about a lot more about Egypt. And I tell you that. So then maybe you would have a scholar come in and talk about, you know, the terrain or
Well,
the
we have a
history of it,
process
or-
to go through
Okay.
to vote for it, but usually we get a coordinator, one of our committee members.
So they come up with an idea and then you
an idea,
explore
approach
it.
a faculty person or an expert to get them in and
Right.
to put a course together.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
And it's a little bit of background work, but we have a process that we work through.
Hey, when you start working with courses and even though it's a one day or, you know, a one time thing, it's simply a lot of effort goes into it.
It sure is, but the faculty has been very cooperative with us and
Very supportive.
helped us pull these things
Oh, I'm
together.
sure that, yeah, because they want to get the community involved.
In fact, I have to mention our headliner for this fall, which is the Election 2024 course.
I saw that, but that's not part of the course, that's your extra, right? Your
No,
extra.
that's a core
That is-
5
oh,
week.
it is.
Actually, he's going to do a 6-week course because we're going to do
Really?
one after the election.
Yeah, I
to
saw
see-
the one after, is the one I saw, was the one
That's
after.
a follow-up.
Yeah.
But Professor Cliff Brown has been a longtime favorite of UCALL. He's a Harvard-educated professor. We celebrated his 80th birthday last year, but he is as sharp as any of the talking heads you see on television, and he delves beyond the headlines, really. And he's got some very insightful
Oh, I can't
remarks
wait. I'll
to
have to
make.
attend some of
I
those,
mean,
yeah.
it's almost full already. I mean, we have over probably 150 people
Really?
already signed up to hear him.
You
They've
do
heard
these
him. He's
at-
done this for past elections, and it's been a big hit.
Big hit.
Because
Yeah.
he looks beyond the headlines and really, he's very knowledgeable in polling and he's a political science
Yeah,
professor.
well, that's-
And he's been involved with, national elections before.
Yeah.
Romney's dad, when he ran for president, Professor Brown was one of the people on his election committee.
Yeah.
So this fellow knows his stuff, and he's very personable and even uses a bit of humor, and the folks really
They
get
like
turned
him
on
anyway,
by him
right?
a lot.
Yeah.
He's a big favorite.
Yeah, that's good.
So we encourage people to hurry up, and it's a very pivotal election this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
You all watched the debate last night, so we're getting plenty of free publicity.
Energy there, energy
And
behind it, right?
Professor Brown's got a lot of material to work from.
Good,
so
absolutely.
come and listen to him.
And I will definitely sign up and join because this is right up my alley. You know, I love this
We'd
kind
love
of
to
stuff.
have you.
So, yeah. Hi, Peggy, and you do special events. What theaters are you going to?
Well, we we did a trip this spring down to New York to see the Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful
Did you see-
Noise.
Oh.
It was wonderful. I do too. Yes. And we've got another trip coming up in December to see the Nutcracker.
Okay. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on your list.
Yep. And we've got a couple of special talks. One is by an author, Kate Cohen, on We of Little Faith, about atheism. Another one by Bob Zeidman on election hacking. That one's going to be on with Zoom. The Kate Cohen one will be
So you
on
do
campus.
some on Zoom as well.
Yes. Yes. We started that with COVID.
Yeah.
And we have found, I think our members, there's a group of them that prefer the Zoom. There's a group who prefer to come on campus and, be able to have lunch on campus and mix with the students.
And where are these held on campus?
In the
events.
Reamer
At the Reamer
Auditorium,
Auditorium.
which is right in the center of
Yeah, right in the
campus.
center.
or
yeah.
College Park Hall.
Yeah.
And all of our classes are accessible. We offer trolley service from the parking lot to the campus buildings.
What
Yeah.
parking lot do they use?
The College Park Hall parking lot,
And that's the one over
down on
The
Lower
old
Knot.
Ramada Inn.
Lower Knot. Okay, good. Yeah.
But I think it's important that we note that all of our classes are being held in person, but they're also, most of them are hybrid.
Okay.
So if you can't make it to campus, you can watch online.
Okay.
And if you can't watch online on the day that it's, you know, being held, they're being recorded, so you
Okay,
can watch
good,
it at a
good.
later time.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. So Peggy, I didn't mean to interrupt your but what else do you have coming
We've
up?
got a couple others that are sort of in the planning stages. One is a trip to Stockbridge to visit Naumkeag. I've never been there, but I understand it's a beautiful estate.
Yeah.
And we would combine it with probably lunch, maybe at the Red Lion Inn. So we're talking about that. We're talking about going back to Glimmerglass. In the past, before COVID, we did a number of trips to
Well,
Glimmerglass in the
didn't
summer.
COVID change everything? It
Yes.
was just like, could have bumped in our lives there, but
Yep. And we
at least we're here, right?
right. And Glimmerglass, we've had lunch at the Otesaga Hotel, which
I've
is
been there.
just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah. It's a
gorgeous.
lovely event. Yeah.
And we've done
setting.
events with Proctor, so we're looking at doing another event tying in with one of the Proctor shows. And we've also got some of the folks from Union coming and talking about the athletic programs at Union. So these are just different things we're kicking around, and we're always open to new ideas. We survey our members regularly and say, give us your thoughts, places you'd like to go, what you'd like to do.
You're tapping into what they want, and rather than just deciding what you want to give them. I really like this because it seems to me that you now have developed a community.
Yes, we have
Right?
a wonderful community.
A community.
They all share the same
Goals?
goals, yes, for, you know, continued learning, lifelong learning.
Lifelong learning is
Yes.
just so important. I don't know how people can just stop reading books or checking out, you know, the classics, the films, all the things. There's just so much that you can learn from, you know, and even revisiting things that you've done in the past.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
they say, you know, you got to keep both the right and the left side of your
Right,
brain going, and learning new things is what really keeps
Exactly.
your brain,
Yeah.
the new circuits going in the brain. So that's important.
So
And-
we're looking for new members for new topics. So come join us, share your ideas,
Yeah.
and we'll expand even more.
Yeah, I'm sure. And it's the more people that are involved. So what would you say your member? I know it's not really quote a membership, but it is a membership. How many would you say are involved in what you do?
About 300 people. Yeah, yeah. Pre-COVID, we were up to 600.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that this many people are involved. I don't know how it got off my radar, but it certainly did, you know, and I'm really sorry to hear that because.
Thanks for putting us back on.
Yes.
Yeah, and when I talked to Peggy, I said, well, I don't think they've ever been on the show. We need to talk about it, and maybe you'll get right up to
We'd love to
600.
come back
We'll come
again.
back.
Yeah.
I would love, yeah, I'd love to do that, and I'm going to really get involved with you guys because I love what you do. To me, it's like anytime you can get a good lecture and get your mind going. I have a friend that we get together and do the ones that they mail out, you know, that you get, I forgot the name of it, but the, you know, continuing things, and you get the lectures on CD or DVD. And we sit down and we watch those and then discuss them afterwards. And it's like, I didn't know about the Huns. I didn't know about this. You know, so there's so much that and that was history, but you can learn so much. And I like this idea of in person and that you can, hey, I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
It's
Thank you all
also
for being here. And yes, you must come back again. And I'm going to check you out. And
Oh, I'll add you to our mailing
I'm
list.
going to send my check
Yeah.
in because I
Yeah.
want to get involved.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Michael
Thank you for
and
having us,
Valerie.
Ann.
And so nice to see you, Peggy, and Bonnie too. So thank you all for coming here today, and we'll have you on again because this
We'd
is
love
so important to keep from getting old, right?
Exactly.
Or stayed. Maybe that's a better word.
Stale.
Yeah. Keep having fun and educating. Yeah. And
Thanks
sharing.
again.
And sharing.
Good.